Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a video about my 38 and 39 week check-in for pregnancy. I am actually currently 39 weeks. Today's the first day of my 39th week. So I just decided I would do a combination of both 38 and 39 weeks just because I feel like not much is going to change like within the next week or whenever I go into labor. So I kind of wanted to give you guys an overview of what's been going on with me and how I've been feeling and what you can expect in the final couple weeks of your pregnancy. So that is going to be what the video will be about today. And if you can see, we are in Cyrus's nursery right now. We finally got like the crib and everything set up in here. If you've seen my previous videos, we were doing like a whole bunch of remodeling and construction in our house. So things are finally put together and I'm finally like packed and ready to go. Surprisingly enough, at 39 weeks you would hope that someone would be ready to go, but I like literally put my bags together last night. So we've been really pushing it to this point. So as always, I have my notes here. I record with my phone. That's why I don't have like my notes on my phone, but I have like a few things that I do want to talk to you guys about. So one thing is that if you don't know, if you haven't followed my story before with my first pregnancy, I had a really quick first labor. They always tell you that when you go into labor, like you have some time to labor at home and then you get to go into the hospital. But with my daughter, as soon as I felt like my first contraction, they just started coming on really strong. And I had my daughter from 3 hours from the very first contraction I had. So the doctor this time around has told me that I need to just come in as soon as I feel my first contraction, that most likely, not always, but most likely second babies come faster. So we've kind of been like trying to stay close to home because we do live close to the hospital. And I've also been getting checked regularly by my doctor once a week. To see like if I'm dilating, if I'm effacing, and like what kind of like things that they're noticing. So one thing is that my doctor has actually been on some sort of leave, so she doesn't come back until the beginning of March. Well, today is March 1st, but she doesn't come back till the 4th of March. So if I go into labor before that, someone else will be taking care of me, which is fine. But I've been seeing different doctors. And I went into the doctor about a week ago, a little over a week ago, like a week and a half ago. And the doctor that I had seen basically told me, he's like, wow, the baby's really low. And I didn't really think anything about it. He also told me I was a centimeter dilated. And then I went into the doctor's maybe like 4 or 5 days later to get checked again. And this time it was a nurse practitioner. And she checked me and she's like, my husband was with me at this appointment, Casra, and she's like, oh, like as soon as she checked me, she's like, wow, this baby's like as low as it can go, like he's right there, like ready to push out like as soon as you start labor. And I was like, that's extremely terrifying. But again, she said she would say I was like 1 centimeter to 1.5 centimeters and about 40% effaced. So my cervix is like starting to thin out. She kind of freaked us out a little bit. She was like really forward. She also told me that my stomach was measuring small, which was something that my doctor had never said to me like throughout my entire pregnancy. So that was kind of also a little bit nerve-wracking. She said that she wanted us to go get an ultrasound. So she scheduled us for an ultrasound the following day, and we went in, and basically everything's measuring fine. Babies, like they checked everything, baby's head size, weight, like spine, everything. They checked the anatomy. He's doing like perfectly fine according to the ultrasound technician and the doctors who were also watching along. And then they basically said maybe my stomach's just measuring small now that he's like so low. My stomach is like starting to like kind of empty out in the top, which they call lightening. So everything is fine. After that, we're like kind of more comfortable about the situation. So that is what we've been experiencing. I go into my next doctor's appointment on Monday, which is 3 days from now, to get checked out. That's again if I haven't gone into labor. I still do have a week from today, so we'll see how things turn out. The next thing I wanted to tell you guys about was how I've been feeling about becoming a mom of two. I feel like my days are so limited right now with my daughter Mila. It's not like things are gonna, it's not like, you know, it's gonna be completely different, but it's, you know, the last few days to a week that I'm gonna have as just being her mom. And it's just, I've been really trying to like soak in every minute of it and just really enjoy it and kind of spend my time with her and kind of explain to her like what's about to happen. She's really, 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 really smart and bright, so she understands that she's getting a brother and she's really, really excited, but I just don't think that she's fully aware that I'm gonna have to give so much attention to the new baby as far as like nursing and taking care of him. So I do try to talk to her about it. And then there's also things that I've learned that we can do in order to like help with the transition. So some things I've learned are to have her be like a helper, which I've been really using that term a lot lately and she loves it. So being mommy's helper. We were also told by a few people that, you know, when people come and they bring gifts for the baby, to kind of ask instead of bringing gifts for the baby, to bring gifts for the sibling, because baby Cyrus pretty much has everything he needs, so we don't need like any gifts for him, but it'll be more comforting for Mila if she gets a gift instead. So instead of bringing a gift for the baby, you can ask like friends and family to bring gifts for the sibling. We've also heard that it's good, well, I've heard that it's also good to like make sure that your toddler or the older sibling hears you telling the newborn baby that, you know, it's time to wait, we need to go, mommy needs to go help, you know, Mila, my daughter. So you can just let them know like that they have to wait too, so that they see like both kids are having to wait and take turns for mommy. So little things like that we've been learning. And then also my husband and I have like bought a few gifts for Mila to give to, or yeah, for Mila, so that Cyrus is giving her gifts like regularly, just so that she feels more comforted and that she's, you know, liking the transition of having a new baby brother. So those are just some things that I've like come across like through mommy groups on Facebook and like through friends who've had multiple children, just like little tips and advice that I've gotten. Another thing that I wanted to mention lately is that my belly button is like literally popped out. I've mentioned this before, but it's gotten like really, really itchy and really sensitive. So it's like if I even like brush against it, it's super, super sensitive and it's like gets irritated. But I've been making sure to like really, really like lather on the oil, just make sure it's really moisturized. I haven't noticed any stretch marks yet on my belly. I didn't get any with my first daughter, but again, like I mentioned, my stomach is measuring apparently small. My stomach hasn't gotten too big. Again, I've only gained 17 pounds to this point. I had been gaining the same with my daughter, my first pregnancy, so I gained a total of 18 with my first daughter. So I feel like I'm on track for what my body is used to. Again, as I stated, the ultrasound technician measured the baby. He's like normal weight. He was at that time last week 6.4 ounces estimated, not always correct, but that's what they're estimating he weighs. And they said if he goes to full term, he'll be around 7.4, which was what my daughter Mila was. So we'll see how that goes. Aside from like my belly itching, I've been feeling really full. I've been noticing that like if I eat heavier foods, like oilier foods, I just kind of feel nauseous and full. So I've been trying to regularly eat, but eat things that are a little bit lighter and a little bit easier to digest. I've been noticing that when I go to the bathroom, my bathroom has been like a little bit looser, like as far as my stool. So I know these are all like signs of like labor coming along. As far as my mucus plug, I haven't noticed it come out yet, so I'm just waiting and kind of like keeping an eye out when I go to the bathroom to see if I notice like anything like as far as like my mucus plug coming out, but I haven't noticed anything like that. And another thing I wanted to mention are some like really good deals that I've been finding in stores lately. So I went to Target the other day and I noticed that they had a whole bunch of nursing bras on sale for like $4 to $5. So I bought a whole bunch. I'm actually wearing one right now. They're just really comfortable and I think it's such a good deal. You can't like pass up a deal like that. So I bought like I think 5 or 6 nursing bras. And then I also bought the Spectra One pump. And that was $159, originally like $200. So I think it was like around 20% off. And I haven't found a better deal than that. I got the last one at the Target by my house. So you guys check out your Target, see if they have it. Maybe they can order it for you. But I thought that was a really good steal of a deal. I've heard really, really good things about it. I did have the Amita pump, which is through my insurance. For my last pregnancy. It worked. It was fine. I had never experienced anything other than that, so I can't really complain about it, but I had and I have heard really, really, really amazing things about this pump, so I really wanted to give it a try. It's also, what's it called? You can pump without it being plugged in, which is, I think, a plus, because they have the Spectra 2 as well. That's on sale, but I figured this was a better deal, and I think it's a little bit more of a practical pump because you don't need to have it plugged in. But other than that, that's what I've been experiencing. One thing I wanted to mention is I've been feeling like everyone asks me, how are you feeling? Are you tired? I've been feeling so amazing. Honestly, like, knock on wood, I've been feeling so good. Like up until now, I'm moving around just fine. I have no swelling. I feel active, I feel energized, and honestly, if I can give anyone any advice, it would be to stay active. I think that's helped me so much. To this day, I'm still working out, whether it be like walking or going on the Stairmaster for at least 30 minutes. I've been doing some like light weights, or not necessarily like too light, but what my body's been used to. I've just been really keeping active and making sure to like go till the end. People are starting to tell me like, oh, you should stop, and I'm like, I am so close to the end. And they do keep saying, like, doctors, and I read all these things, that you want your labor to go smoothly, you want it to continue. Like, if you want your labor to go, like, you need to stay active. Even when you get into labor, like, they don't want you to sit around, they want you to walk around. That helps your labor. So that's really been helping me. So if you've been active before pregnancy, stay active as much as you can. If you were not an active person before pregnancy, start something. Don't push yourself too hard. Just stay active. Walk, you know, do something your body can handle. Always check with your doctor, obviously, but it's always good to stay active. And I really believe that that's why like my pregnancy has gone so smoothly and I've been feeling so good. So that's like my keynote to, like, if I can give you one piece of advice, that would be it. Anyways, I think I've been rambling long enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my bump shot. Again, I am 39 weeks pregnant, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like right about now. All right. So this is my bump from the front. So you can see my belly button is coming out. And then here it is from the side. If I suck in and watch, you can see how low he's gotten. All right, thank you guys for following along on my 38 to 39 week pregnancy update. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I put out a new video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.